The heart of ordinary. Ethan Blackstone was anything but ordinary. A self-made billionaire by the age of 35, he owned Blackstone Enterprises, a conglomerate that spanned industries from technology to luxury goods. But, despite the wealth, power, and influence, he felt an emptiness gnawing at him, a craving for something real, something money couldn't buy. One balmy evening, Ethan found himself at a cozy little cafe tucked in a hidden corner of the city. It wasn't the kind of place billionaires frequented, but that was precisely why he was there. Dressed in a plain flannel shirt, worn jeans, and sneakers, he looked like any other customer waiting for his cup of coffee. That's when he saw her, Clara Bennett. Clara was radiant, but not in the conventional way. She carried herself with a quiet confidence, her auburn hair swept into a messy bun, and a book clutched in her hand. She worked part-time at the cafe while pursuing her dreams of becoming an artist. Her laughter was infectious, her smile disarming, and her passion for life unparalleled. Ethan was smitten, but he knew the challenges of winning Clara's heart. He didn't want her to fall for his wealth or status, he wanted her to love him for who he truly was. And so, he made a decision: he would keep his identity as the billionaire owner of Blackstone Enterprises a secret. For weeks, Ethan visited the cafe, each time ordering the same caramel latte that Clara often recommended. They struck up conversations, initially about mundane things like the weather and the cafe's playlist, but soon they delved into deeper topics: her art, his job as a freelance consultant, their shared love for classic movies. Ethan found himself enchanted not only by Clara's beauty but by her authenticity. She didn't care about flashy cars or designer clothes. What mattered to her was kindness, creativity, and connection. For the first time in his life, Ethan felt like he was being truly seen. One day, Clara invited Ethan to her art studio, a tiny, cluttered space filled with canvases and the smell of paint. She showed him her work, her cheeks flushing as she spoke about the stories behind each piece. Ethan was in awe, not just of her talent but of her vulnerability. In that moment, he realized he was falling in love. But secrets have a way of catching up to you. Ethan's double life became harder to maintain. A chance encounter with a tabloid photographer nearly exposed him. At work, his assistant, Grace, questioned why he was spending so much time away from the office. And then there was Clara, who occasionally probed into his vague explanations about his career. The breaking point came when Ethan overheard Clara talking to a friend at the cafe.
"I really like Ethan,"
she admitted.
"but sometimes I feel like he's hiding something. I don't know if I can trust someone who isn't honest with me."
Ethan's heart sank. He knew he had to come clean, but he feared losing Clara. Would she see his deception as a betrayal? Or would she understand why he did it? The confession happened during a quiet evening in the park. Clara sat on a bench, sketching the city skyline, when Ethan approached, holding 2 cups of coffee. "Clara, there's something I need to tell you," he began, his voice trembling. "I haven't been completely honest with you." Her brow furrowed, but she didn't interrupt. "I'm not just a freelance consultant," he continued. "I own Blackstone Enterprises. I'm a billionaire." The words hung in the air like a storm cloud. Clara stared at him, her expression unreadable. "I didn't tell you because I wanted you to know me, the real me," Ethan explained. "Not the billionaire, not the businessman, just Ethan. And if I've hurt you, I'm so sorry." Clara was silent for what felt like an eternity. Then, she spoke.
"You're right. I fell for the real you," she said softly. "The man who listens, who laughs at my jokes, who believes in my art. But Ethan, trust is the foundation of any relationship. I need time to process this."
Days turned into weeks. Ethan gave Clara the space she needed, though it was agonizing. He sent her a single white rose every day, her favorite flower, with a handwritten note, reminding her of the moments they shared and his feelings for her. Finally, one evening, Clara showed up at his office, clutching a painting. It was a portrait of the two of them, sitting on the park bench where he'd made his confession.
"I painted this for you,"
she said, her voice trembling.
"Because while trust is something we build, love is something we choose. And I choose you."
Ethan's heart swelled with emotion. He pulled Clara into an embrace, vowing never to keep secrets from her again. Their love story became one of legend, not because of Ethan's wealth or status, but because of their unwavering commitment to authenticity and trust. And as Clara's art blossomed and Ethan's business thrived, they found that the greatest fortune of all was the life they built together. Thank you for joining us on this heartfelt journey of love, trust, and self-discovery. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more tales like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Your support keeps these stories alive, and we'd love to share many more adventures with you. Stay tuned for more captivating tales. Until next time, keep believing in the magic of love and authenticity.